Hey fellow foodies, it's Faye from facefood.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make these M&M Fudgy Brownies. Okay, so we want to start with our wet ingredients. So we have this very large bowl, and I have both my granulated sugar and my light brown sugar. And my brown sugar is a bit old, so I'm going to need to break it up just a bit. So I'm just going to use my whisk to do that. And then once everything's combined, I'm going to add in my melted butter. I did let the butter cool a little bit before I added it into this sugar mixture. And I'm just going to whisk everything together until it's well combined. Alright, so now I'm going to add in some vanilla extract and whisk that in. And now we can go ahead and add in the vegetable oil, and we're going to whisk that in. And this is really just going to add moisture to our brownies. And now we're going to add in our eggs. We're going to add 4 whole eggs. You want to make sure that everything, like the eggs, any kind of dairy, is at room temperature whenever you're baking. So you want to make sure to whisk really well after each addition. And again, the eggs are just adding richness and moisture to our brownies. You're going to get a slight workout from this, but that's the benefit. You're going to need the workout because you're going to eat brownies afterwards. So just give this a mix. And then once you feel everything is combined, you can go ahead and set aside the bowl, and we'll move on to our dry ingredients. So this is what your wet ingredients bowl should look like afterwards. Alright, so now we're going to add in our dry ingredients. Everything is combined in a bowl. We have our flour in there, our salt, our cocoa powder, and the instant coffee granules that we're using. That will really bring out the intense chocolate flavor. I love using the Hershey's special dark cocoa, but if you can just get the regular kind, that works too. I just really love the darkness that it gives the brownies. Alright, and you can see I also added in the other goodies, all the chopped chocolate, and of course the M&Ms. And this is just going to really make it super fudgy, add some nice texture to it with the M&Ms. It's just a ideal brownie. Alright, so you want to really use your rubber spatula to just combine it. You don't want to overmix this batter at all. We don't want tough brownies. So once it's just combined, you can go ahead and pour it into your pan. I'm using an 8x8 inch square pan, which for me is perfect in terms of the thickness of the brownies. You can see I lined it with aluminum foil, and that's just because it's going to be and make my life easier and make it easier to lift out of the pan. You can also use parchment paper. Whatever you use, make sure you spray it really well though with cooking spray. So on top, I also like adding some extra chocolate chips and of course M&Ms. It's just going to make the end product look a lot better. So I like to do that last step. And we're going to bake this at 350 for about 30 minutes. That was perfect for me. But you do want to check it at the 25-minute mark and go from there. And you can see this is what our brownies look like. After 30 minutes, it will continue to set in the pan. So we just let it cool in that pan for about 15 more minutes, and then we lift it out, and this is what it looks like. Now, you'll notice that it looks significantly lighter than what it did in the pan, and that's because I made 2 batches, one for us, one for someone else. So this was actually the second batch, which I ran out of that dark cocoa, which is why it looks lighter. Just to make sure that you know you're not going crazy. it does look lighter, and it is lighter. But anyways, this is our finished product. You can see we cut them up and they are ready to be devoured. You can see how fudgy they are. Those M&Ms are sprinkled throughout, gives it a nice kind of rainbow color, as well as a nice crunch when you bite into it. These are ideal brownies. They're nice, they have a nice crackly top, which I personally love in brownies, but also the inside is fudgy and super chocolatey. Give this a try. The full recipe will be on facefood.com. Comment below if you have any comments or questions. Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more great videos on the way. They are coming. I will be uploading on Thursdays now, just to make my life easier. And until next time, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day.
I've been reading you to figure what you're down for. I wanna figure out to make it come around. No, we should quit the game and settle things right here, right now. I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about all the things you do. I wanna take you from